Hello, I'm Ellen Archer. I'm my body coach, where I also use a bit of what I call healing insights. I get images mostly I think of as little breadcrumbs like insights for guidance. I think we're all healing or recovering from something and can use an insight or two. I wanted to do a healing on democracy in the United States. I know that's a big topic, but I just wanted to see what I'd get. When I send healing, that's when I get images. I'm not sure why. I guess as I'm focused on the healing, I'm not focused on getting images. So that's when the images can sneak through my busy mind. I get a lot of metaphors and stories that take a bit of unwinding. We'll see. Okay, healing for democracy in the US of A. First, I see a cricket. It's very large from my point of view. I hear crickets at dusk. I think of the saying, hearing crickets, to mean an awkward silence. Crickets can also represent great wealth, and the US is one of the wealthiest in the world. Certainly not everyone is rich, far from it, but the cricket is large. Now I see a big bird of prey, like a hawk, airing its wings, standing with its wings wide open. I know birds air out their wings to get warm and rid themselves of parasites. I've seen turkey vultures do this for hours. They hold very still and look almost like artwork perched on the top of buildings. The US could use a good long dose of sunshine to get rid of some parasites. Now the bird is flying, skimming over water, and now has a fish in its talons. Back in flying form, back to feeding itself, or maybe representative of grabbing hold of more wealth or status, or maybe regaining status, minus some parasites, one can hope. As you can tell, these images can have different layers, different interpretations. I'll see what else I can get and see how the images work together. I see a small teardrop camper. Looks like dusk. The window is glowing with a yellow-orange light. Very cozy looking. I notice there's nothing attached to the camper, no car or truck. The camper is by itself in the forest, so not connected to a vehicle. Maybe removed from modern technology, the push and pull of the workaday world. Very inviting picture. I see a small flash of light. I see a sloth sitting by a canoe. It's patting the top of the canoe, like an invitation to come aboard, like, have a seat. Really laid back, maybe time to go with the flow. Now I see a whale. The whale can be a symbol of transformation. Like, no matter how deep we go, we can always change direction and find our way up and out, which is encouraging. Now a little bear cub. It's looking in a rusty tin can. Bears can symbolize strength and courage. As a cub, it's in its infancy and still needs to grow. Not gonna get much sustenance from a rusty old tin can. But I guess we need to explore options if we're gonna grow, if we're gonna grow up. I see a monkey and a rat. Rats can thrive anywhere. Here the rat is with a playful monkey. Mastering play, perhaps? This is getting interesting. I'd like to be a master of fun and play. There are waves of energy coming at me like circles getting bigger and moving around and through me. These waves feel really good, like I'm getting something back, something I'd lost, being replenished somehow, a new energy coming in. I see someone in a cave, the back of a cave, writing something in a notebook. They set it down on the ground, like they wrote one sentence and enough of that. That's all they've got. Then laying on their side on a mat on the ground, I'd say to take a nap, retreating deep inside to take a few notes, maybe bag the notes and just rest. Outside the cave, I see canyon walls, a little beach and a river. There's a little boat or an inner tube. There are 2 or 3 people there on the small beach. Now they're in the boat or the big inner tube. They're going through a canyon. Okay, oh, it's a boat, it's a boat. Now they're back on the bank on the beach. One man is fishing with a string, like old school fishing. Oh, okay. They're camping. Yeah, they're posing for pictures at the campsite. Okay, we're on a camping trip. I'm reminded here of national parks. Okay. We've preserved areas of nature for land and animals, not just national parks, of course, other kinds of parks as well, where we can also replenish ourselves and remember who we are, get back to nature and get back to our own nature. We can be our animal selves and even fish like hawks, feed ourselves and take a break from technology and the engines of modern culture, especially the false information that has captured so many. I think a point here, I think we also have little preserves of democracy to draw from. We can't just focus on the bad stuff, like the right wing to own media would like us to do, and burn ourselves out. There's a lot of good too. Good people doing good work, good organizations, forging ahead and gathering strength. And we can revitalize ourselves and persevere. And remember why we chose democracy in the first place, why it matters. If we don't replenish ourselves, we'll feel disconnected. I see a dog with a little feed bag on its snout. Now a horse, like a racehorse with a bridle on. I think it's called a bridle. With a feed bag on, too. Dogs and horses are domesticated animals, maybe not able to explore their wild nature with the feed bags on. We all crave wildness, I think. We miss our wildness. For me, there's nothing like being near the ocean. To me, that feels like my true nature, and all my emotions can come pouring out at the beach. Hiding that wildness and being too domesticated is stifling. We need to run wild to remember, I think. Now I see a snake in a circle. It's a bracelet. The snake in a circle, I think, symbolizes a cycle of recreation. And I see a tunnel, this is odd, made of wishbones. Let's not forget to know our hopes and wishes for the future. A metaphorical walk through our wishes seems in order here. Know what we want, what we're working towards. Now a great big rock wall at an angle, like stretching over a blue-green beautiful pool, like at the bend of a river. A hawk with its arms spread, again airing its wings, on the shore between the water and the overhanging rock wall. So it's well protected. It's closing and opening its wings. Then it's closing its wings and settling in. Now there's another bird coming over to it and touching its back with its wing, like a pat on the back or an encouraging pat on the back. And I see an eagle face, just the head, but now going fishing, going in for the dive in the water. Think some encouragement and diving in. Now there's a hawk in a nest, and it's wiggling back and forth, settling in to incubate an egg. And then I see a chick in the nest, and it's being fed by the hawk, I think. And there's a hand behind the hawk, and the hand grabs the hawk, the parent hawk, and now it's squawking. The parent bird is squawking and making its wings really big. You know how animals can make themselves look enormous? It's fighting to get free of the hand, really big wings making itself look like very big, very elaborate feathers, and it finally does, it's free of the hand. The hawk is now wrapping its wings around the chick and the nest, and there's another animal that I can't quite make out, like the size of a squirrel, but kind of a badger or something. I'm not sure. Anyway, there's another animal protecting the hawk that's protecting the chick. They form layers of protection for the chick from the hand. So rising up for democracy, something trying to steal democracy, but we squabble and we rise up and protect our fledgling democracy. I think that's it. Thanks for listening. Happy healing and happy camping, or whatever it is you do to rest and restore. I'm going to the beach. Thanks again.